It's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
Is the creepy Australian man gonna kill me?
Doesn't make sense.
I wasn't joking about just restarting the recording and continuing from here. Hello everyone, I'm Echo, and welcome back to Stanley Parable. It's probably been quite some time for you guys, but for me, it was like 3 seconds. I restarted the recording, so let's get back on track. Look for awaiting inputs. If I can't find them, we're gonna try new content. Sure. Screw it.
Good. You noticed my sign.
Oh.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Do you want to risk it? Remember last time? Guess we're jumping back in again. The elevator again? Really?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
What just happened to the lights?
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Seriously?
Yes, you
okay.
see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
Because,
Why,
you
there
know.
are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. How many different directions can it go?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
And easier to put on a
Ultra-Deluxe? What does it
YouTube
even
video?
mean?
I have
But
no
the
clue.
Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Very corporate things. I feel like when you start doing that, it starts losing. They're back, 2 doors. New content is out, new content is in. New hotness, old plus busted. Okay. This is, uncomfortable. And corporate.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Of course you
let's
haven't.
take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I
Okay.
figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Fair enough. This way to the show floor, okay. I can't even go that way. New features. Like... what? Yet to see anything. Whoa, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. Just gonna get a nice view of that first screenshot. Gonna be bitching out to make into a thumbnail, but I can do it. Suicide, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Bullshit. If you can't even tell me what time it is, you can't
For the
find my
Stanley
gamer
Parable
tag.
2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized
Kinda
and
like in
validated as
DDLC.
people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Oh,
but
God.
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I
Okay.
promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay, we can do this again. Hold on. Reset. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, I'm Jim, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I couldn't not do it. Okay, so I'm Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush, that was you. The
It's
button
much more a
described
rush
you.
when
Do
Monica
do
said
again.
it. When Monica said my freaking gamer tag, that actually kind of scared me. I knew that could happen on PC, didn't realize it could happen on Xbox too.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay. Can't access any other door.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
No, I
I'm
am
putting
Jim.
the Jim button away. Otherwise,
No.
soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No, bring it back! I need that! I need that button! Bring it back, you bastard! You kidnapped my button! Okay, let's get out of here. Not Jim anymore. Bastard.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Wait, what? Please no screenshots. Does that count for video recording? What's decorations, infinite hole? I have no clue where to start. The bucket. I know there is an entire thing with that. Let's go towards something else?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
Fair
like
enough.
balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Stepniece, because she could get stuck in the washers we're also gonna add.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
That
Get Well
scared me.
Someday it is.
Screw you! Okay. And we're about to show floor.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on. You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Fair enough. I'm gonna run my jumps out. I actually ran out of jumps. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Collectibles. Okay, you know what? I do kind of dislike collectibles. I know it's, some people's own kind of forte, but not mine. I just don't like them. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yet this game doesn't have a true ending, as far as I know. Like, epilogues typically go at the end of a true ending, especially when there's multiple endings, typically to tell you what exactly you changed in the world. Like with Spike at the end of Dying Light 2, which I think should have already came out by now. Actually, I have a screenshot button. I don't like that. Okay, let's go. Free, new, and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. Sure, I can go for an achievement. I think you may be pissed about me taking a screenshot.
Now, here's something special.
Am I gonna
You
get
remember that
stabbed?
broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Really? You complained about 5 clicks on a door, but this is fine?
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who
I
are
want it.
uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Sound like the Bethesda with Fallout 76. Can I fix this damn thing? Of course not, you fucking cocksucker.
What
That's
else?
new.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Working on it. Music's new. Ooh, can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow. Shots fired. Is there actually 6 around here? Oh my god. I love that.
God,
Once again,
it really
music.
is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Actually, let's go look at the bucket real quick. If I go the hole, I'm probably gonna jump in. Let's be honest. I will jump into the freaking hole. Oh, I just thought of a title for this video. It's gonna be really
A common
freaky.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Kind
that
of.
It engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Try.
I love that. I love that. I was about to say it's kind of like Coca-Cola putting actual Coke into their Coke to make it more addictive. But okay, I'll take it. I lost
Can
my
you
mind a
feel
long
it?
time ago. It's
The
not
glow
gonna
of
fix my
comfort,
head.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Good for you. Can I leave? Okay, I can leave with the bucket. Let's go jump in that infinite hole.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
You can give it to me. Wouldn't mind. Add to my 26,000 gamer score. I know that's probably not much compared to people who've been playing on Xbox their whole lives, but I haven't been, so it's pretty nice for me. No. Yeah, I've dealt with time-bending holes before. It's like Gravity Falls all over again.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done
Kind of
before
am,
in
too.
a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Gravity Falls did first. Sure. I have
You
no
see,
sense of
isn't it
direction.
Wonderful. One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Sorry, this makes you a
Now
little
then,
ill.
Since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No, I'm good.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
What, is there a
Maybe do it
bottom?
on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Hey, I've already gotten to my apex speed, so at this point I'm just gonna be falling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Meaning?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Damn,
I don't
just
want
like your
anyone
mother.
to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one
I see an
perspective,
end.
The infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so
How am I
clever.
alive?
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Yeah.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
God, this is abusive.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say
Why don't
shit.
we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If
Okay.
that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
No. That's good. He will let
Great.
me sit
Now,
here.
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I've seen everything. I've seen the bucket, I've seen the hole, I've seen your mother, aka the collectible, which I guess would be an insult because you dragged them down as so non-desirable. And it's actually kind of cool.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Guess
Ready
so.
to move on now?
That is actually kind of cool artwork. They put so much work into this.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video
There's
game,
nothing
but
coherent
I can
about
feel
all
it in my
this.
soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready?
I
Here it
guess.
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
It's meaningless.
I mean, there's potential here, right?
Not
It's
really.
Sort of. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Okay, yes, this is much
The bucket's
better. I
not
feel
helping.
good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Still nothing.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
I mean, I'm kind of already playing it considering this.
perfect.
I had to
Go
play the
ahead.
original to
Take a
basically
look.
get this. Oh, thanks. Not bad. Oh my god, I can actually change settings in here. Anything new? No. Guess begin?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what?
Stanley worked for a company in a big
Oh my
building
God.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Fucking
call a meeting,
balloons.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
No. Guess so.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Okay,
mean?
this is weird.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
please. Are you really just
Okay,
doing this for the
I'm good.
achievement? Click a door. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
No, I'm not doing
Stanley
that.
picked up the bucket.
I didn't think I could actually repeat it, and the new content door is gone. Guess we're continuing with the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
fair enough.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Okay. Is he
No,
gonna blame the bucket?
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. I need to get back to those blue
No.
doors.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said
I
the
can
bucket.
actually
Now ride
jump
the lift
down
all
there.
the way to the top. There's something
Oh
up
my
there I need you
God.
to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
Everything
Stanley
about this
chose
should
not
alarm
to
me.
think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him,
Yeah.
and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Uh-huh. You gonna complain about me leaving?
No,
Oh.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
No.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I
Fair
suppose
enough.
that would explain a lot about your
Not
behavior
Gibby.
up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay.
Please, step
Whoa.
in here for a moment.
And he's probably gonna kill me now. Nope. We're loading. It's ridiculous. I love it. Oh my god.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
So I'm gonna
Simply
screw
that,
with
right?
you.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Oh god.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
Wait, what?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual.
How was I supposed to know that?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
You're just gonna keep
It is
saying
a
that.
3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
How the hell am I actually supposed to know? I can't escape this.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Damn it!
Correct. This is a bucket.
How long will this go on for? Someone help. Whoa. Different?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely
Purposely?
incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay. What's next then? A dodo? Your mother?
Is this a bucket?
Yeah. Damn
Correct.
it!
This is a bucket.
Now he's just screwing with me.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? How long does this go on for?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket, and we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And
No, we
therefore
don't.
nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've
I
lost
swear
all
to
sense
God.
of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley,
yes.
I can't keep doing this.
Oh.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
What
I can't have that.
relationship?
I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Can we not?
Okay, here we go.
Well, buckets are
What
nothing.
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every
guess.
single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
What about
And you,
me?
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Okay.
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Okay.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful
I'm in an
to get
infinite
some clarity
void.
on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah.
So, tell you what, I'll reset
Don't-
everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Don't.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who
Don't.
knows what that information might do to a person? All right,
Swear to God.
here we go.
You better not. Damn it. Can you stop doing that? I have no clue how many of the endings I've actually gotten. There's like 20 of them. I had to look up a list and just try and hope I can figure out what's what. Oh, God.
All of
Moving
his
on.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ooh.
Stanley decided to go to...
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No. I want this collectible. Is there actually 6 of them strewn about this new version of the game? Take
You
that.
found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh my
Remember,
God.
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Don't make me press the skip button again. I can probably jump to my death. That is a morbid thing to say, and yet painfully true. Okay, what about this vent? I hit a loading screen. Where the hell am I? Hello? What's up with the mixtapes?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
What?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down
Is the creepy Australian man gonna kill me?
doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
Not kill me?
I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Okay.
This is my golden ticket.
Good for you,
But I
Charlie.
have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
What the hell is
Even now,
happening?
I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Strange howling
Who's there?
noises.
Camporata.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck was that? And we're back. Sort of. I'm just gonna follow the narrator
Stanley
this time.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just gonna do what the narrator tells me. What's up with the crazy room? Okay, the completionist, mission says, large boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs somewhere, both red and blue, nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place. One person? What the hell is happening? There'll be a reward for finding them all. Is there? I don't know. Okay, I'm gone. Oh. Never been able to open the broom closet before.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell
can't
the broom
speak.
closet off for its demeaning comments.
I'm teabagging it.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Just teabagging it. I have no clue what the hell is going on right now. I have a bucket in my hands, I'm teabagging a broom closet,
Okay,
and I'm in an
I've got
argument
you
with it.
something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Are we saying the broom closet is bigoted?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Thanks.
and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Sure. I'm gonna listen to him. I probably could do every
The
single ending
elevator
I've already
raced
done.
downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh, no it won't. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Ah, too bad.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Got anything to say about this
As the
narrator?
machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Fair enough.
This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay. Is it gonna stop, or am I actually dead?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently
wait,
to
what?
death.
What about me? Really?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all
This is
buckets
different.
are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Where's my bucket? My bucket's gone. This is different. Welcome to the grand exhibit. You are standing... Okay, yeah. I'm not reading all that. We've been recording for hours.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Excuse me? Who the hell do you think you're talking to, you bitch? Which mean... Okay. Don't care about your exhibit. I want my bucket back.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I want my bucket. Oh, gimme.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Meaning? And
Let
we're back here.
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
I was half tempted to actually turn off my console at that point. I'm still in it.
in here,
said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
What the hell is this? Oh, wait. Yep, we're back.
Now
Let's
pick
play
up the
train.
phone.
Right. Oh,
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
because I can.
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny,
Kind of.
Stanley. A talking bucket. Ah, can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke?
You
Should
didn't
I
really.
have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But that isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
There usually
It's
is.
sitting right here. Let's take a look.
I can't see.
What is comedic
Shit.
timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
I guess.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
No, you can't even hear me. No. Narrator? Narrator? Oh,
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should
Jeez.
include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
I'm not so
Hey,
sure
goodness,
what
this
that
video
was.
is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no
I
matter.
think.
I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
Not
so
so
with
sure.
that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
I should really screw with you, shouldn't I? Where did my other sticker go? I lost one of my stickers! You fucking bastard. That fence wasn't there before. Sure.
I can feel it. This
Oh,
time,
you
I'm
stopped
really
me from
going to nail
being
the
able to
delivery.
jump
You'll
off,
be in
I see.
stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness
I'd throw
we have the
myself over
instructional
this
video.
fence if I could.
Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
In
Well,
a
I wouldn't be the
mandible
king of comedy,
hailstorm?
that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
We're actually going all the way back. Why? Can someone help me at this point, or am I just stuck in this hell?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
But your joke wouldn't work if I entered the door on my left because I entered the door on my right before.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no
this is
way
back
I
to
can
normal.
make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint.
I did
Are
watch
you
the
proud of
video.
yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
A little bits.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
You realized that I was able to... that you were able to reset me, so you decided to reset me and send me back.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back.
This is comedic.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, right, leading back.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the right, but the next
Here we
chance I
go.
get to
You
disobey...
ready? When
I'm gonna
Stanley
disobey.
and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. Narrator? Oh,
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading
yeah,
up to this.
several chances.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way
Goat
it was
comedian
meant to.
doesn't
And it's
need
all my
timing.
fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room.
Not
What an
normally.
egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think...
Oh god, no.
I need to go
No,
back and
no.
watch that instructional video again.
Do not.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Do not.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with
what
shame
is
over how unabashedly
happening?
in love with a bucket you are.
What is happening?
Still not more instructional videos. Let's see.
What the hell just happened? We're still here.
A
Okay.
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That's different. So we're not quite done yet.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Bye. We're gonna get skinned alive in the dungeon. What is happening? I don't know where to stop because I don't know what the hell is going on. I saw it in credits, but I'm not quite sure I did.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way
Wait,
here.
what?
I knew you'd find this place
I haven't found the baby thing yet.
You see, your friends and I are concerned
Nope.
for you, Stanley. We've come together here
Oh,
because we
shit.
care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another
spent
story
a rather lot
involving
of
the
time
adventure
with it.
line? We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Sure. Okay, we found something
Whee!
else.
Look at that wacky line. Who
Oh,
knows where it'll
assets.
go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
God, no, not again. God, even turned down in editing, this shit was so loud.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Wait, what?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly
I'm not
like
saying
this.
he's wrong, but
if we
he's
want
not
to do
right
that,
either.
you're going to have to give something up.
Your mother couldn't quite work as a lady of the night, and the drugs, well, do we really even call a
Don't you
blunt
get
a
it,
drug
Stanley?
anymore? I don't know.
We need to get rid
Lost
of the
on that
bucket.
one.
That's
What?
why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket
is happening?
Destroyer.
Oh,
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already
don't
feels
play
as though it's been
characters with
part of the cast
personality.
all along. Don't you agree?
not quite.
Can
Do
you
I have
guess
to?
what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroys
Surely
the
you
bucket.
don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I don't want to. I don't want to give up the bucket. What if I pop myself in? No, I can't.
Now listen to me.
I'm so sorry.
It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear
can't.
you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait
not
deserve
working.
to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Narrator?
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even
Narrator?
say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what
I
sort
think
of
it's
Bucket
ripping the game
Destroyer
apart.
merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Everything's
Okay,
made of buckets,
the Bucket
isn't it?
Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
I
We can't get
tried.
back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh shit. Am I dead?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Okay. What now? Is the bucket gone? Is the game broken? Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure. How do I leave? How do I leave? Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Oh shit, I died. Oh. On. What are you looking at?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Yeah, I still don't know how to escape.
Stanley clutched. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone
Really?
else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
Someone
This is
stole
all
my
terribly
bucket.
wrong. Surely no
Ah.
good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
my bucket?
hallucinations Stanley might experience
Where's
without
my
the
bucket?
psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Did this have something to do with my
Gracious,
bucket?
he exclaimed. Without
Where's
my
my
bucket,
bucket?
I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
I'm coming.
Could it truly
I'm
be?
coming.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket
Whoa.
after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
What is happening?
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
I'm
He had
working
to
on it.
find the bucket.
I'll
He
find
had
you.
to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Where's
And
my
then
bucket?
Suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Really?
It was incredibly painful.
Oh.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named
Oh,
Mariella.
Christ. Is this just every ending but with
Mariella
buckets?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
Okay, back to the beginning. I'm stuck here with the buckets and with the madness. I didn't see every one of the other endings. I didn't know. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we're back here. Madness
all of
over,
his co-workers
mostly.
were gone. What could it mean?
Bad to happen to you?
Oh, yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show
too
you
bad.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another
I hate that.
Stanlerine under your belt.
I'm sad about myself for
Now
finding
listen carefully,
these.
this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
No, he didn't.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. You don't get to
I
control
still
me.
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright. That could work for a thumbnail piece. Ah, here we go.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me
That's the
stop
point.
You see?
Ah.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because
Oh,
you were
yeah.
never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
Kinda.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
That doesn't mean a stab
There we
at
go.
me,
The
right?
Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
It's not hard for me to come back here. Screw you. Damn it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm giving you a 1 because you didn't actually allow me to choose the wrong
A
option.
1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's
I'm
not even
screwing with
helpful.
him a little
What am I
bit.
supposed to do with that?
I don't know. You
I
didn't give
guess
me a
it
better
isn't
way
my
to
place
tell you.
judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I've already played new versions of the game. One-way leaderboard. Wonder if any of this is actually real. Okay, no. Damn it.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
You're not allowing me
honest
to take
answers,
the wrong
please.
way.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
I'm
Let
an
me
hour
boot
and
it
a
up.
half into this. I guess I just am stuck.
In this game,
in the
the baby
sequel?
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh, I'm getting a call. Hold on, give me a second. Yes, hello? Oh, the baby? What do you mean the baby?
Heartless bastard.
What? No,
Did
I
you
had a
do it
call.
because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going
I'm
to try.
sorry.
I'm out.
I
I'm
had a
out.
call.
I'm
I
done.
had to pick it up.
It's over.
Oh,
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh,
Am I
hey,
about
since
to
my
die?
game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
what does that
Let's
mean?
see. What do we have here?
What games could you
Yes,
possibly
this
have?
seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What? Come on, the loading. Really? I got a call. I had to pick it up. They were asking about the baby. I was supposed to be babysitting. This is Firewatch.
Fascinating.
This is
What do you think
illegal.
this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I played this.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some
That's
sort
not
of
even
twisted, erotic
close.
purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Either this game, oh god, this is gonna get confusing. Either the Stanley Parable and this game and Firewatch are both made by the same developers, which allows them legal ability to do this, or this just still falls under the radar of a reference. And no, you got the story completely wrong. I completed this game. I played this. I went through the horrors of dealing with everything about this. I trekked through the mountains. I went the wrong way twice over in the finale. I nearly choked to death on smoke. I know about this. I know about Hank.
No, it can't be.
It's a hiking simulator, basically.
It is.
What the
It's an
hell?
open world game. Good
Yeah,
God,
kind of.
quickly block it off.
What? No. No.
Thank goodness.
I wanted to
Stanley,
go
what a
see the
close
topless
call.
girls.
You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably
Okay.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Nice big, fluffy, soft walls. Great for just groping,
I
grabbing.
think this will be just the thing.
What now? What other games could you possibly have on that roster that I can remember? Okay, I damn sure know you are
Wonderful.
not allowed
See,
this
is
one.
exactly what I had in mind.
This
Just
is
a
Rocket
nice big
League.
box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
This is Rocket
Stanley,
League.
if you manage
What's
to get
next?
lost in this
Fortnite?
game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
What is happening? Is that a hole?
Okay,
Hey!
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Typically, you kick
There
a
are
ball
lots of
around.
cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sort of.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a
Is this
touchdown
legal?
together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Typically you do this with cars. I don't think this is legal. I'm not 100% sure. I don't... No. I remember an ending like this, but it was like with Minecraft and stuff, though the world and the game has changed much. Microsoft
Are you
got...
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is
Trying
it
to.
better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an...
Whoop.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Found a hole. There used to be a reference to Minecraft, but I'm assuming they weren't allowed to do that this time around because of Microsoft acquiring
Stanley, don't do that. I
Minecraft.
can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
I can figure it out. But yeah, I'm assuming because of like Microsoft acquiring Minecraft and all that, they weren't allowed to do that reference again. Am I gonna get skinned alive? What the hell? That's Unity. This is all Unity equipment. Oh!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And
Kind
if
of.
he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the
There
confusion.
is no sense.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will
Sad
be here
threats.
soon. Very soon. I can wait.
There we go. Didn't want to do it myself. Oh, God. Can I even actually escape? And we're back.
All of his
Again.
co-workers were gone. What could it...
Get me out of here. I'm done. Oh, hold on. Let me move you guys over here. Okay, so, list of ones I've gotten thus far. There's a lot of bucket ones. I think the Bucket Madness one. Station ending, tape recorder ending, I know I've gotten Fall to Death, gotten that. Haven't gotten Imaginary Friend Comedic Timing, I've gotten that. This is a bucket, I've gotten that. But then there's Defeating the Bucket, Collectibles ending, and Epilogue ending, and these are all things added on top of the original game's endings. It's gonna take a while. I gotta figure this out. Right now, I'm gonna end this episode of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe off here. If you enjoyed this episode of it, you're welcome clicking like for my now drained sanity. Other than that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you next one. Oh, my head hurts. Bye.
Deluxe.